Today's scripture treasure, Matthew 5 verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Welcome to another edition of the LKP Treasure Trove. When we lose someone near and dear in our lives, that loss brings us a lot of pain and sorrow and causes us to mourn. But when we serve the Most High Yah, He promises the blessing of comfort during these sad times. We will never have to mourn without receiving Yah's full comfort, and that comfort can come in the form of loved ones. In today's story, Hadara will be given this very comfort from her mom. Yah's comfort. Hadara quickly covered the pickerel frog with a glass jar and slid the lid on upside down so it wouldn't escape. It was a tricky move, but she had a lot of practice catching insects, lizards, and other small creatures in the woods behind her house. Once the pickerel was secure, she rushed inside the house and put it in a 10-gallon terrarium that sat on a table in front of the large sunlit window in her bedroom. But from the moment she placed the pickerel in the terrarium, it only sat still facing the bright views of the front yard. Hadara had given the pickerel everything she felt he needed: good dirt, a large container of clean water to swim in, a piece of driftwood to play on, and even fresh live crickets for food. But he wasn't interested in any of that. He would only stare through the window with big, sad frog eyes day after day. "I think you're going to have to release him, Hadara," Mom said one evening when she came into the room and saw her daughter staring at the pickerel. "I will soon, Mom," Hadara replied, "if he doesn't start to cheer up." Mom turned to leave, but she looked back and said, "It will be too late by then." After 3 more days of sadness, the pickerel finally died. Hadara walked into her room after playing outside and saw him lying on his back with his legs outstretched. She burst into tears and sobbed so loud her mother heard her from the kitchen downstairs. Mom rushed up to the 2nd floor and comforted Hadara. "Why wasn't he happy?" Hadara asked as she cried. As she hugged Hadara close, Mom said, "Probably because he was in captivity. He had his freedom taken away and he didn't like that very much, so he refused to eat or have fun. Now his death is making you sad." "But you know what?" "What?" Hadara asked. "Yeshua promised that those who mourn will always be comforted, and that's a blessing. So when you experience loss, when you lose someone, an animal, a friend, a family member, Yah will always send someone else to comfort you so that your loss won't be too hard for you." Hadara stopped crying and rubbed the tears out of her eyes. "Like he sent you?" Mom smiled and nodded. "Exactly. That's what I'm here for. And maybe you'll comfort me one day." Now, what about you? When Isaac's mother Sarah died, the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67, tells us that Rebekah, his wife, comforted him. Yah always sends someone to comfort his servants when they experience loss. So, as a faithful servant of Yah, when you lose someone you love, expect the comfort that Yah alone provides, which will be found in the loving arms of someone else in your life. Accept that comfort and count yourself blessed because of it.
Download this Treasure Trove story as a podcast on our website. And look for more stories in this and other exciting scripture-based series on our website as well. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.